company of good people yields in wisdom only. Because when wind passes through flowers, that becomes fragrance. Anybody looking for an evil example is like a fly that leaves all the beautiful things just sitting on the wound. If a man steal bread for their hunger, instead of cutting the hands of thieves should be cut with hand of the king. He must do their work who remember you only when they're needed. Because they find light in the darkness. And that light is you. Always learn to compromise. It's way better to bow down sometimes than breaking off a relation forever. If you want to know someone's character, examine the friends he sits with. Don't speak wise in front of ignorant mentality. First he'll debate, then will become enemy by seeing his defeat. Be enemy to the oppressors and a helper to the oppressed. Be friends with the righteous and avoid the evildoers. Stay away from the hypocrites and do not accompany the treacherous. Never trust on your physical strength and wealth, because illness and poverty will not take long time to come. Be respectful to women, for they are the mothers of mankind. A wise man first thinks and then speaks, but a fool speaks first and then thinks. Don't disappoint the ones whose hopes lies in you. Gold is tested with fire, and the believer is tested with trials. Don't feel ashamed when giving little for charity, that is because there is always goodness in giving no matter how little. Do not take someone's silence as his pride, perhaps he is busy fighting with himself. Good manners are your beauty. Every man is attached to the one who resembles him. Every bird follows his own kind. Those of the same nature are inclined to each other. The good follow the good. The evil follow the evil. Be the flower that gives its fragrance to even the hand that crushes it. Visit one another and discuss hadiths. Do not neglect it lest they disappear. If Allah guides you to remember Him, it is sign that Allah loves you. The worst of our faults is our interest in other people's faults. A fool will lose his peace running after wealth. A wise will give away his wealth for peace. Never make a decision in anger and never make a promise in happiness. It is easier to turn a mountain into dust than to create love in a heart that is filled with hatred. If you are the recipient of kindness, remember it. If you are the giver of kindness, forget it. Humbleness clothes you in dignity. Jealousy by a friend means defect in his love. Your souls are precious, and can only be equal to the price of paradise. Therefore, sell them only at that price. Do not criticize too much. Too much criticism leads to hate and a bad behavior. Don't show pleasure in somebody's downfall, for you have no knowledge of what the future holds in store for you. Fear the sins that you commit in secret, because the witness of those sins is the judge himself. Sometimes your prayers are turned down, because you often, unknowingly, ask for things that are really harmful to you. Beautiful people are not always good, but good people are always beautiful. If you don't know a thing, never hesitate or feel ashamed to learn it. See the bad inside yourself, and see the good inside others. If you remember someone when you are happy, then just know that you love them, and if you remember someone when you are sad, then just know that they love you. Keep in touch with the one who has forgotten you, and forgive those who wronged you, and do not stop praying for the best for those who love you. The strongest amongst you is he who subdues his self. 2. Through patience, great things are accomplished. Don't choose sharpness of your speech on the mother who taught you how to speak. People are of two types, they are either your brothers in faith or your brothers in humanity. Don't hate what you don't know, for the greater part of knowledge consists what you don't know. Friend cannot be considered a friend until he is tested in 3 occasions, in time of need, behind your back, and after your death. 7. When proven wrong, the wise corrects himself and ignorant argues. Don't be slave of others when Allah has created you free. Fear Allah and you will have no cause to fear anyone else.